And they were both girls.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing another story time. This is the long-awaited big story time of how I ended up in A&E from a convention with glass in my hand. Spoiler warning for this video, this will contain massive spoilers for the Owl House. If you haven't seen the Owl House, I would really recommend watching it. It's a really good show.
Trigger warning, glass in hand.
So this con, we were at MegaCon Birmingham.
Do you want to start with like what happens to Bellows?
I'll start from the very beginning. So, like, back when the end of season 2 came out, I decided to instantly closet cosplay the Collector, and I filmed a slime tutorial video that never surfaced.
So if you haven't seen the Owl House, in the season 2 finale, the Collector kind of just explodes Bellows on the wall, and he turns into slime.
Yeah, so I decided to make a slime tutorial. If you want to see that video, if it's not too cringe, I can edit it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cringe. So we thought it would be really funny if I just made Bellows, and then I made it like back at the season 2 finale, and then I found it in my drawers, and I was like, what if I reactivated this and brought it to con in a jar and labeled it Bellows and was like, ha ha ha, look at the guy.
We were cosplaying Collector and King, and then we were cosplaying Hunter and Willow. It's funny, people will get it. The fatal mistake is what you decided to put it in.
Look, he was originally in like a takeout container, like a little Tupperware, and I was like, that's not gonna survive con. They're like thin and plastic, like I'm gonna tread on that and there's gonna be slime everywhere. All else I had was a glass jar. This is on me.
That's on you.
Also, I feel bad for the con. They shouldn't have allowed that.
Yeah, they
didn't do bag searches.
You just kind of went in with a glass jar.
I went on a ride with
They also let Bellows into a con. Kind of fucked up, yeah. Did we bring him on the first day? I think we did, and everything was fine.
Yeah, he was fine on the first day. He was just like tiki funny.
First day, fine, cool. That night, we went down to the bar. The same bar where the winners
Yeah, if you saw our previous story time, the winner's story, this took place on the same evening.
So yeah, we started taking a series of photos and videos.
Yeah, it was like Bellows' night out. A good day.
It was a great day. Everything's going great, and we think, yeah, let's continue this tomorrow.
Yeah, so we continued the Bellows saga till his inevitable doom. So at least we like can hold a good narrative. Like,
we bring him to con the next day. Everything's going fine. We take some silly photos. He's on the set piece at Talkfest. My dude goes to Talkfest.
Oh yeah, we went to Talkfest. That was a...
You say we went to it, we kind of just walked through, and it was the same thing as a... We have the great idea of...
Yeah, because the fairground rides. There were fairground rides in Talkfest, and we were like, yes? And then we got there.
I did not go on. I stayed back to film the carnage because I cannot deal with fairground rides.
And I was like, what if Bellows went on the ride?
What if you brought Bellows?
Wouldn't that be so funny for the video?
Funny.
That's not even where it goes wrong though.
Yeah, that. In theory, this is the part where everything goes wrong. This was fine. Also, the one guy working there was just chill with it, right? He's just like, yeah.
Yeah, like you can bring a glass jar on the fairground ride.
Sure.
This guy on the ride, because they were like manually spinning this. What is it? What is the ride called? Like,
it's like a teacup ride, but not.
Extreme.
Because it spins.
Say that was like, he kept spinning our chair a lot. So I lost everything on that. My ears came off. The backs of my earrings came off, so I was like holding onto my ears for dear life. I almost lost my little bee earrings. My wig was like falling off. We were like really spinning.
But Bellows was alright.
Yeah, I was like clutching everything like this. I was like sat there like this on this ride.
Oh, and then there's this great video of you coming off the ride. I mean, there's of all there's
no,
Ari's video.
No, by the end of the ride, I was literally like, because I was on the end, like, it was like me, someone. So I was just like this, like holding everything.
And then, so there's a video when you come off and it's Caitlin, and then you just come behind with the jar, and Caitlin's like...
That was a horrible ride. I get, like, car sick. Well, not like spewy, but like
You were not having a good time.
yeah, I get like spinny head.
I think Caitlin was also not doing good, and I was just like, haha, funny. You went on the ride.
So we just decided to sit on the floor for a bit and just kind of like.
It's like, it's kind of loud here, let's go off to the side.
Oh, it's really loud.
Um,
Sensory was everywhere.
there was a few of you sat on the floor.
Mm.
This was in like a big open space. There wasn't a lot of people around. It wasn't like in the convention center. It was kind of like in just an open hall.
It had like some food trucks, but no one was really buying from them.
Thank God this didn't happen. Like
in the main bit.
I
I know. I was just kind of like zoning out, sitting like this.
You were kind of.
I was just trying to recuperate. You were holding Bellos. You're like, I'll look after him.
It's my turn on the Bellos. I want some Bellos time. I want to poke my fingers in, enjoy the sensory whilst we're calming down, and
yeah.
I just drop everything. I shouldn't be trusted to hold things, especially not glass jars. So yeah. Also, I think the lid just wasn't on very tight because I was holding it by the lid.
Why would you do that?
I was chatting to someone. It might have been Max or something. Having a good conversation. I'm just like fiddling with it. Alice is sat.
This is it, and then the lid. Oh,
Whoops!
and I'm like here, like
You're sat
like,
underneath
I'm
me.
having a moment, like, you know, not like a panic attack, but you know when like you can feel like anxiety creeping. I'm just like trying to like calm down so I don't get to a bad point.
The last thing you need is the sound of crashing glass on your feet.
Yeah, I was like crisscross applesauce like this, and then smash, like, and then
And I'm just.
everyone goes silent. But my instant dumbass reaction is to save Uncle. So I go to pick up the slime.
Most of the glass in your hand did come from the I need to save Uncle.
Yeah, but because I was like nauseous, like to everyone else, I was like just going really slowly, like. But I was like lagging in my brain, so for me it was like instant smash. I saved Uncle, but to everyone else it looked like I was just going.
I need to hold this glass!
Everyone's looking at me like.
And also everyone's a bit startled because it was a loud smash. And I'm like, oh my god.
I've just killed Uncle.
A, I've killed Uncle, and B, Alice is never gonna be friends with me. Like, it's over. You do start crying at this point.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, well, yeah, this friendship is dead. I have dropped a glass jar on her. I'm in Hunter cosplay as well, by the way.
It's more of like a panic attack cry. It's not like a I'm in pain. It's like a whoa. It's not like giant shards of glass. It's just like little bits from like where I'd picked it up, and like the weight of the slime had like pushed tiny bits into my hand. So I'm not like
You're not
bleeding
everywhere. You're just like, uh-oh.
If I go to like hold something, the glass will go in my hand. So we're smart though. We had some smart cookies with us. We decided, well, someone else decided, right, we're clean this up now. There was like just a guy with a dustpan and brush ready. Is like
Really sad because, you know, this was Uncle. He'd been on an amazing night with us, and then he was
been
gone.
To a few cons at this point.
R.I.P. Uncle.
But it's fine. I had more Uncle at home though. All of him didn't come to con.
No,
So.
it still was
We
very
did make a
sad.
Mark II that we brought to Cos Expo. As a group, we were like hand in hand. Let's go to A&E, but obviously we're at a convention centre. Where is A&E?
Also, what happens at this time is I see Charlie, and I'm an idiot, and I'm like, oh, I better go tell, because we're staying with Charlie. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go over and be like, well, it wasn't like, I did just go over to her and I said, Charlie, Alice has glass in her hand, we're going to A&E, bye!
And walked off.
And walked off.
Why?
It was a really bad call. I left and then they were just panicking. Because obviously, of course. Sorry about that.
So yeah, we were walking around like the con hall for like a good lap and a bit, trying to find where to go for A&E because there was not any staff around. We were just in the dealer's hall. But eventually we found like a staff member of the con. I don't really remember. It wasn't me who found them, but we were directed.
We found someone and he was like, follow me.
He brought us to the back rooms. I was taken to this little room.
They have a medical office. sods for clickbait. It wasn't A&E, it was first aid.
I don't think they were very happy because they're like, oh, there's paperwork. But I had glass in my hand.
Your hand was sparkly, it was glistening in the sun from all the glass.
I was like Edward Cullen.
Beautiful.
You had Bellis in you. Like the episode.
You're right, I did.
From which we were cosplaying the specific outfits for.
And I was cosplay Hunter, and I was like, whoa!
I was talking to these two people, and they were asking me questions, writing things down, and then they were like, okay, I think the best idea is just to pick them out with tweezers. And I'm like, fair. Good luck finding them. Because they're so tiny and shiny. It's like when you pour glitter somewhere, and it's just there, and you're like, how do I get that out?
They get the torch out. They get your hand like this, right? And they get the medical tweezer. So one of them's shining the torch.
Very much, I'm like crying.
You're in Willow, and I'm in Hunter, and I'm just like there as a moral support, I guess.
Just like, are you okay? And I'm like, I turn to you and I go, can you vlog this?
No, I forgot, that was earlier. Right, rewind. So you're crying. You've had a little cry. Most of it's finished, and you turned to me and you were like, oh, I should have vlogged that. I didn't even. You should have vlogged it. Should have vlogged it. I was like,
you
Alice.
were in a panic of like, Alice gonna hate me, and I'm like, film it.
I was like, Alice, you're crying. I thought you hated me. I wasn't gonna vlog it.
No, because I was in such a daze that I can't comprehend what's happening, and I can't visualize aphantasia. I want to look back and like, what happened? Because I don't know. I need to see it.
You
Someone's
had
gotta film this.
You had glass in your hand, and your first thought.
For the blog.
Slay, but I didn't mean literally.
And it was also when we were like trying to find the A&E when people are asking for pictures and stuff. And I'm like Willow without glasses and ears, holding them in this hand, and then my hand like this. Like I'm reaching out, it just has glass in it.
Did you take photos with people? Did you not just say no?
Well, people were asking. I picked out the glass. And they're like, hey, go rinse your hand. So I went to the bathroom. It wasn't like Tom Scar there.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll get into that. Whilst you went to the bathroom to wash off your hands, I was like, hey, can you have a look at mine as well? Because I think there's a little bit. And they picked out like a teeny bit. And they were like, okay, cool, you also... It's just Tom Scar in the back rooms. He's just there.
If I had a nickel for every time we've seen Tom Scar randomly in random places, I'd have 2 nickels.
The other time being when he just took the tube with us the other day for some reason. He was just on the tube. We like Tom Scar. Shout out for being there in our moment of distress.
Got the glass out, and then we were dispatched from A&E.
We weren't there for that long.
No.
Caitlin was an angel. Caitlin was their Aunt Lilith.
Oh yeah.
Lilith was there.
Lilith.
That just happened, and then we just went back to con. It wasn't con over for us.
Oh, but because all those videos and stuff were on my story, everyone kept coming up to me being like,
"Are you okay?
Are you okay? Why are you still at con?" But like, it just sounded worse than it was.
Okay, everything was fine. It wasn't that bad. It's clickbait in it. It was just really funny because we were just in Willow and Hunter.
Cute Huntlow moment.
Cute. I love that Huntlow moment.
After that, we had Cos Expo the next weekend, and I made a Mark II of Bellos in a plastic jar.
That's it. That's the story. That's the life and death.
Story.
I mean, technically not the death of you. You revived him, but it's just like the show spoilers.
He lives on.
He lives on in us all. He lives in you.
If you want to see the vlogs for those days, the full days, the links will be down below. If you want to get our beautiful merch, that'll also be down there too. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. We really appreciate the engagement because it's really hard to grow on YouTube nowadays. Thank you for watching!